What's up, everybody? Ad84 here, Wicked Explorers. We are in North Attleboro, Massachusetts at the Emerald Square Mall here. 3-level mall, straight shot, arcade style of these grand, giant, big ceilings. There's a lot of light in. And this is a dying mall. Could almost be a dead mall. I'm here on a holiday, so it's a little bit busier than it usually be, but it's definitely hurting. They lost Sears. They have two other anchors, JCPenney's and they have Macy's. And judging by everything on the wing where Sears is, there's a lot of stores out. So definitely losing the anchor there killed it. Killed a lot of those stores over there. So we're gonna go and check it out again. And we're gonna check it out. I haven't been in this mall in probably about 10 years. So let's see what it looks like now after 10 years. It's an interesting design of the mall because it's built on a kind of a hill. So right now we're standing in the back of the mall right here, and this would be the third floor we walk in on ground level. You see down there. But on the other side of the mall, it kind of goes down a big hill, so you're on the first floor when you get in there on ground level. So we're in the back corner of the mall right here. I already walked through it. Some really cool stuff in there I'm going to share in this video. Some neon. This mall was built in 1989. And they really haven't refreshed it since then, so there's a lot of neon in some areas that still exist, which is really cool, like 80s, early 90s. The storefronts, a lot of the anchor stores are original, and then there's also a lot of abandoned storefronts that have the original old school style of those particular stores. But we're in this parking garage that was added or was needed, I guess, when Sears was at its prime. And it's always weird seeing like a 3-level mall with an anchors that go 3 levels all the way. So that's a lot of retail space that typically takes a lot to fill it up. But I think this right here is a Macy's Home and Men. It's only 2 stories, all built on the mall over here. And then the one over there at the very end is a regular Macy's, and I think it's 3 stories. So it has a food court on the 3rd floor. I really like, if you can see over here, these cool little emeralds right there that old school. Those are definitely original. The archway is original and everything. So it's kind of nice being quiet here. I wish this mall was a little more quieter today, but I think I'm getting a good example of how busy this mall actually is on a holiday. So this will give you an indication of if it's dead or not. And I think it's definitely dying if it's not dead. So let's go back in, explore, and see what we can find here at the Emerald Square Mall in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. outside the mall. We just did a walk around, and want to know what you guys think of this mall. It clearly was, like I said, it was opened in 1989. It definitely has the early 90s flair of design that like the Square One Mall has, and the Silver City Galleria in Taunton that we went to before has. And judging by the fact they haven't updated it in 33 years, and everything kind of almost looks the same, and there's still signs, there's still neon. I'm sure I think there was probably more neon, I would imagine, than that's left in there. As it died, it probably took it out. But the fact that they haven't updated anything leaves me to believe that they're just going to let this mall run its course, and when a developer comes and finds something to do with this land, kind of like they did in the Taunton Mall, the Silver City Galleria Mall, they're going to close it. And there's really no reason for this mall to be open. When it was built, at the time, there was nothing else down here. So Taunton Mall was the closest thing to us, and it was still a good, distance away. But this was a large mall that was supposed to be catering to the southern part of 95 in Massachusetts residents and the Rhode Island residents. Well, in the mid-90s, when the casino proposal for downtown Providence fell through, they built the Providence Place Mall instead in the location. And that is a mall that has more high-end stores. Square footage, it's not much bigger. It's probably smaller since this is three stories. But it's has more restaurant choices. It's downtown. It's easier to kind of get to if you're traveling on the highway. Even though this was off the highway, but still, that single-handedly killed this mall. And basically, why would you have two high-end stores, 15 miles from each other, right? So you got to pick a place to go, and they all went to Providence, and that led to all these vacancies of this mall. The second floor in this mall is the absolute worst. The third floor gets some business closer to the food court on the third floor. First floor, it's probably like 70% filled. There's not very many name stores in there. They're all kind of mom and pops. This is the signs of a dying mall, if not dead mall. If you see like JCPenney's, the outside, it's original. I mean, you don't see store retail like this. It's usually been renovated. It's been changed. It's been done. So it's nice to finally get down here. It's been a while. It's been about 10 years since I've been down here. But I remember 10 years ago, it was on the verge of becoming this. I remember there being a lot of vacancies there. But this is definitely, it's seen its course, I think, here. So I would say 5 years maybe left on this. I'd say when the Square One Mall goes, this one's probably going right behind it too. Just because, the idea of the entire shopping mall is kind of going away. And there's so much land that this mall is on. And it's off of Route 1, US 1, and 295, which is basically one exit away from 95. And I could see this being developed into being like a marketplace type place with some stores below and some residential above it, kind of like what they're doing in Taunton. So that's the tour of the Emerald Square Mall. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below, share your stories, and if you know anything more about this mall that I didn't mention, please feel free to fill me in on it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys later.